Spiral, 2 Jews, 2 mics, 2 hours, starting now.
Hello.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm very sorry about
That was
that.
shockingly
No
loud.
excuse.
That was shockingly
No excuse
loud.
about that.
I was literally shocked, and I dialed the phone.
Well, what am I? 6, 7, 8. You're at 89. I'm at WNBA.
Wow.
WMC. Good guy. It's from New York. Does that make sense to you?
No.
You're at
no.
WMC8. Good guy. You know what I'm saying, right?
I don't. I really don't. But that's okay.
Okay. Do you remember when you get when Bob and Ken would do? Didn't they have Bob and Ken dollars or something?
I don't know Bob and Ken. No.
You do know the Bob and Ken, and this is what's so great about them. They were two guys. They lived in Los Angeles. They had a show on KABC, and these guys, you couldn't tell the difference between. The funny thing was, you didn't know who was Bob and who was Tom, even if they were introduced separately.
Ken just turned to Tom right there.
Right, exactly.
So you don't even know. You don't even know. There's 3 guys now.
I'm being honest with you.
It's a whole morning zoo.
I don't even know if there could have been 7 or 8 of them, and Bob and Ken Company. And so the thing that was hilarious about it was, it's not a company. What's their company? Well, the company, I guess, is their good feelings towards. Uh-oh. Oh, my God, I'm bleeding from my scalp. Josh, I just want to say one thing to you today.
I think it's going to be more than that, but okay.
I know, but it's going to be something that's from the heart. I'm done. I'm done with this goddamn country.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm not. Okay. It seems to me, I don't even say, it seems to me that they're all saying, like, you got Schumer go, I'm against it. I am against it. And it is wrong. But they've already got the votes. He knows the votes are. I don't understand what they're doing. Why are we Why are we cave? Why are we caving it?
Uh-huh. I don't know if it's because the air travel thing was what broke them. I don't know if it, but I'm not pleased.
Oh no! Why? No, you can't. You know what we say?
But no matter what, I mean, Schumer is ineffectual regardless because he can't control his caucus if he's not the one doing it. Yes.
Step aside, you old, horrible. Look, I'm old too. I'm not out there running. No. I would be better than him. I wouldn't be out there going. But I wouldn't be good as a senator.
Not for those weekend caucuses, as we know.
I think it's but I think he even said, and if you're upset about it, vote Democrat next fall. Oh God, let's just get the hell out of here. Why are we even trying? Yeah. Why are we even trying to come up with a politically based sitcom? Show. Why are we trying?
If I actually felt like I would just stop feeling like an American if I moved out of the country,
you would.
It would be more appealing. But I feel like it's not like I'm going to change all the bookmarks in my.
Is that it? The bookmarks on your online?
I'm still going to read the same shit. I'm still going to be just as mad from Dublin or wherever.
Yeah, but here's the problem. We're acting as if we could go. All we have to do is say, no one's taking us anyway. We're not going.
Yeah, my wife is foreign born, my friend. So we have she has a couple of available passports to her.
And how would she like to have a couple of stowaways? Stowaways.
But the thing that'll keep us from doing the right thing is always paperwork.
But your dad, he didn't worry about paperwork. He said,
it's not like he did it. He just didn't worry about the consequences.
Right. Well, then he was one step towards hell.
Except the final consequence was he died with a bunch of shit that he didn't really take care of.
Is that true?
So in a way, he won.
He won because does he really have to take care of it? Is it really more important than death?
I got pulled over when when I came to town and he was in the hospital the final time. I got pulled over for his expired tabs in his car.
Oh my God! What, in Minnesota?
Yes.
Oh my God! That. See, now it gets into your life. You know what
exactly.
I mean?
You old
One thing
fuck.
is a tragedy. It's a tragedy about your father.
Right.
And all of a sudden, it's your tragedy, too.
No, I actually used the tragedy to get out of the ticket, actually.
Did you pulled on the strings?
I did. I was like, it's not my car, it's my father's, who's literally on his deathbed right now. And they're like, what hospital? And I went, blah, blah, blah. And they went, what room? Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Did they really ask you what room?
They did, yes.
That's sad that they wouldn't believe you. I guess everyone lies. Look at the country we're living in.
Yeah.
I can't find someone to tell the truth. Wow. Oh, God. I think about things. I think about FDR. I think about that New Deal. Remember when there was a New Deal? And then everybody said, hey, you know what? It's a New Deal. And then historians wrote books about FDR and his incredible wife, Eleanor. Did they write things like, oh, he was a racist and he kicked out everybody? No. They said he brought people together. Did he have some, quote, socialized solution? Oh, yeah. Instead of saying everybody is on their own with everything, we tried to put a system together. Didn't work. But who am I performing for?
I don't know. They aren't happy though.
I don't like it. I don't like.
It's not like they're staying. Whoever you're performing for.
Whoever I'm trying to promote to. Hey, get back here. We're not stopping now. We're going to get into some good trouble.
Andy Kindler's masterclass in nothing.
Hey, who wants to get into good trouble? What are you saying? Are you saying you're like that guy? What was his first name? Lewis. Not Carl Lewis. Don't get me into that. John Lewis. Are you saying you're John Lewis? I want to get into some good trouble, don't I? Well, what does that mean?
Now, Carl Lewis, he could get in some good trouble.
Yeah. Are you gonna cross a bridge where they say, what if they said to you, let's just do we're going to do a training thing to see if you're a good social activist. Okay. You're crossing the bridge. They say don't cross. What do? We don't cross, right? We don't cross. We go back and get reinforcements. We made a stand at least. The stand shouldn't end with our heads being beaten in. That's what I would say if I'd be like the first civil rights guy.
I call that not so good trouble.
Oh my God. First of all, Schumer, why is he not, I don't even like, that was the big issue when I first came down to California. Let's have his terms. They don't know what they're doing. Let's make them leave at a certain time. Come on, term limits. And that, of course, term limits was a dream of political lobbyists and operators. Yes, change them every 2 years, and then we as the lobbyists will be in charge. You see what I'm doing, Josh?
I don't know. Is that true, though? Is that what lobbyists want?
I don't care. I don't care, Josh. I don't ever let a good point in the way of my story.
No, my instinct says that a lobbyist would rather have a long-term feeding arrangement with a legislator than have to break new ground every 2 years.
You're probably right about that. My theories always fall apart when it's go time. No, but the thing is, the people who wanted term limits, they didn't want term limits because of what you wanted term limits for. They wanted term limits just because everyone was saying, let's have term limits. Well, and this way, they get, not that they could work better that way, but at least give it a shot.
You know when the people really wanted term limits? After your precious FDR.
That was a mistake. See, even my favorite heroes make mistakes. Even FDR. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, Franklin? I'm getting ready for my fourth camp.
If it wasn't for FDR overstaying his welcome, Trump could run again. So he's still a hero in a way.
So did he override an existing law?
No, there just wasn't one in place. There wasn't.
Oh, there was no term limits?
There was the convention that George Washington had set as a 2-term sort of come and go to period.
Those were the days, right, Josh?
Yes.
Hello, my name is George Washington. I've done a very good job for the nation, but because of purely altruistic purposes, I don't know why you still had a bad English accent. Because of altruistic purposes, I would like to be named after. I would like people to invoke my name, but I am leaving. I am leaving. Goodbye. We did it. We did it. That's what he thought. He was just tired and old and weighed down by wooden teeth. Don't get him in the mail.
Please stop doing that.
I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop until we reopen the government. When I say open the government, I mean, let's get it open this time. I mean, what is this, a sleep clinic? Let's party.
You're turning it into that.
I'm so tired. You don't understand why I'm tired.
Because you were smoking and smoking and smoking and smoking.
I smoke, and then on Sunday night I started hitting the I can't even remember the gummies.
Sure, so you can so you can cheat the system into Monday.
Where are you, honey? What are you doing? It's 11:53. What does that mean? I had to stop at midnight. Who came up with that? My horrible conscience. Well, at least you get a little view into what happens over here. Like, at least I'm not.
Finally, a window into your life. Finally.
That's the thing. They'll never write anything about me that says, oh, and the thing about Andy was that he had mixed feelings about being noticed. I noticed in that Stiller and Mirror.
You had to crack that stoicism.
Yeah, so in the Stiller and Mirror documentary, which I enjoyed, he can't get enough. Jerry Stiller cannot get enough of being recognized, and in that, I recognized a kinship. Yeah. I mean, this is literally they're at a funerals, and so and they still can't get their father's attention. I'm just kidding about that part, but he loved to be recognized, and he was very happy about it. And that's more like me.
I saw a lot of crossover between old Jer and you.
Really?
Yeah.
Success-wise?
Sure, if you want to go that way.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I met
You
him
did as many Lettermans as they did Sullivans.
That's right. I think that's a very something that a lot of people don't. Where's my Nothing is Lost? Okay, so a considerable amount was lost. The Andy Kindler story. Then I got Judd Apatow upset. What are you telling me this story for? Because Judd was my friend and he was mad at me. Who cares? What did you do in your career? Well, I was ostracized for a little while. Are you still talking about
I do think there is actually a movie. I did that. At one point I thought about this because it's like, who's the closest geographical person I could make a doc about? And it was you.
Me?
Yeah.
Wait, the ice cream truck guy lives near you.
That's right. Well, he could fit into this in a different way. I thought it would be like Andy Kindler, 30 Grudges.
Oh, wow.
But the amount of earth you'd have to salt in order to make that movie fun, you'd never do it.
What is that? What kind of fakey lingo are you throwing around there? You never say, "Hey, we're going to lay down some salt so we can get this scene on today." You're taking snow elimination lingo and you're trying to hook that up.
No,
with
it's not snow elimination lingo. It's when you conquer a territory, you then salt the earth so nothing will grow in it once you leave.
Oh, I thought this was...
It's another way of saying burning a bridge, but I was trying to shake it up a little bit.
But why would they do that? That's not nice.
No, it's not nice. If you won
your particular war...
It's not nice at all.
You won your war, right?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you have a choice.
Yes.
Kill all the people or be a nice guy. Now I'm a nice guy. Now I'm nice. Everybody have a good time. I don't think I would be a good king. You always said you wanted to be a king, but I think I would have been a terrible king. Terrible.
I said I wanted to be the king. Hey, everybody.
I would have been
How about a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich for the king?
Everybody's going to be the king. I think the thing about it is we in this country became enamored of the king concept in the sense of like Elvis was the king.
Right.
Or Burger were the king of burgers.
Right. The king.
So, the king.
I aspired to be the king of big screen as a child.
That's right. That's exactly right. And nobody said, oh my God, that's not undemocratic. Nobody said that. Because it was like we were just kidding around with the concept because we didn't have them here. We could dress up a guy like George
You
IV.
don't have to actually pledge allegiance to the Burger King.
Well, that's the thing.
And once you try it, you won't.
Well, once what?
Once you try it, you won't pledge allegiance to the Burger King.
Now this is what I've
Why
been
do I have to
from
walk
many
you
people.
through everything? Jesus
No,
Christ.
I don't really know the difference between Burger King. I know at Carl's Jr. they have taste. But I'm very, very not familiar with any of those. I would not get in line for an In-N-Out burger. I don't know if Fat Burgers is as good as people said it was the first time it opened. And when I have a burger, I go, is it spicy? Is it too meaty? Is it cooked enough? Is it spicy?
When's the last time you had a burger?
A couple of weeks ago, probably.
And where did you have it from?
Well, it's always disappointing when I have it at a place and bring it in. It's always great when my wife will make it at home. Oh my God, that's a good burger. That's the only thing I've decided. The only way you can like a burger is if you have it, not like Eddie Murphy said in his McDowell's.
My childhood scourge was the home burger.
Yours too, right?
I didn't know. I hated burgers made at home when I was a kid.
That's what Eddie Murphy did this whole bit about.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
And in the first,
in Delirious,
I forgot what it was, but he was like, "I want to go to make it," and she kept trying to convince him, "No, we're going to have it here at home. I don't want it at home. I don't want that." And I remember when McDonald's first opened on the East Coast, my mom liked it. So, my mom likes anything. There's a whole council is called, and we do a parade. And so I remember thinking McDonald's was a treat.
Sure, that's the best way. That's the best way to play it with your kids.
Yeah, but you don't understand something. I stood at the precipice before there were, like pre that movie where Michael Keaton plays McDonald or McDonald's friend. I was, back then what's my point about this?
I don't know.
Oh God! Man. Hold on, I have to take some medicine. Nurse. I don't know why I thought it'd be good to have a nurse involved.
Just practice. Practice.
Back in the old days, an old comedian, all he needed was, okay, who can I say I molested earlier today? It's hilarious. I went after my wife's sister. It's good enough. I don't know who I'm talking to. Who am I talking to? The group of people who run my act back in the old days?
Yes, the writing team.
The writing team. Now, let's have more arguments about... I think that... here's the only thing that I didn't like about Saturday Night Live. I don't like the music
acts anymore. The sketches or the music?
I don't like the music acts anymore. I just don't like them. Yeah, but you don't know who's going to be booked next week. Doesn't matter. Oh, what's their name? Somber? It's going to be terrible. What, are you going by the fact that his name is Somber? Yes.
No, yes. You're going by the fact that they're literally a half century younger than you.
They're a half century younger than me, and they stink. And I want to be one of those guys who says, you know what, why don't you turn it up, but do it with some grunge. I'm not going to be an old man who's bitter. That ship has sailed. But where was I going? I thought I had a germ of a thing.
Something
there.
You don't like music.
Or
young people enjoying music.
I saw the Bruce Springsteen documentary. No, I didn't, because I think you have to go to a theater to see it. So
and it's not a documentary. So you've got a lot of problems with that statement.
What do you mean? It's not a documentary? Oh, you know why you're saying that? Because he's not in it and other people are playing him. That's why you say that.
That's right.
It's easy for you to say. It's easy for you to say the simple truth. Right?
I did watch the 5-part-ish documentary on Scorsese. That's on.
So did I.
Did you?
I did too. We both did, and we both did enjoy it.
Why are you telling me I enjoyed it? We haven't spoken about it.
No. My wife and I.
All right.
My wife
okay.
and I. I'm sorry.
Back off.
Sorry.
Back off.
I apologize.
You're just lucky I did, in fact, enjoy it.
I thought I really thought it was great. I like this part where it's between two segments. And he goes, and then what did you? Then what did you do? You stop drugs? Oh no.
Bum, bum, bum.
I continued on. He basically continued on until he collapsed.
Yes, that's a good way to do it. Really, it's a good delineation.
If you knew, if I said to you, I'm going to just give you the details of this. Don't tell me what happened. Martin Scorsese, he moves in with Robbie Robertson.
Yeah.
Robbie Robertson.
Good things will come of that. In the 70s, you should clarify as well. In the
70s. Oh, well, that's good. They're going to work on some projects. Oh, they're going to work on a project. The project will be getting an 8-ball, seeing who has an 8-ball. And I would say that of all the nowhere conversations I had in the 80s and 70s, that would have been the best one, would have been the Scorsese on Coke. I mean, at least he would be entertaining. Even him, I'm sure, came up with ideas that were terrible during the Coke years. Right?
Yeah. like having the Coke years. That's a bad idea,
well,
right
that's
there.
the thing. But if you said to me, "Do you guys want to? Do you want to come over, Andy, and party?"
Oh God, yeah, sure.
I would have been dead.
You'd still be talking about it.
I'd still be talking about it. And
that time you died.
About that time you died. And a lot of people, it's not like, oh well, it didn't even come close. Yes, every time that a weak-hearted, heart-murmured from birth, Andy Kindler, overdid cocaine, he felt like his heart was literally going to explode. And I don't think I was that far from the truth. I'm not a John Belushi. I couldn't do this and then cannonball off of a thing into a pool. I would vomit all over myself, and it would be early on dying that way. That would have been the first way I died. Swimming in my own, and not swimming in your vomit, but you know what I'm talking about.
I was talking to someone the other day whose anonymity I'll protect.
Okay.
And they were talking, and they were talking about when they were young and having their sort of cocaine epiphany of standing in line at an ATM to overdraw money to get more Coke. And he said, had there not been two more people in line in front of me,
he'd be dead.
He'd be dead. Because it was just because that gave him the time to go, I don't even like this shit. And I'm standing in line to overdraw my bank account for it.
That's the thing. That if you could get the insight, if the desire to do every line of Coke in the universe was able, if you could stop that for 1 minute and go, let me just stop this for a minute. Am I enjoying this? And I would have said to myself, no. It's just like Rich Scheidner said. When you do snort Coke with people like you would never even associate with, oh, you kill people for a living? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. And that's really what it was like. And I don't think, can you point to movies and say, well, we can generally point to movies and say it was cocaine influenced. I'm sure Caddyshack, all those movies they thought was more hilarious than they were.
Yeah, well, Caddyshack is peak cocaine influenced, I would say.
That's right. So when I finally did see it, I was not disappointed in the fact that it wasn't that great.
No, and I loved it as a kid. It's like right in my generational wheelhouse of the people who I worshipped,
So great.
And then years ago, I think I even talked about this on the show. I showed it to Allison and Elon, I was like proudly giving them this hilarious artifact. And I could not stand behind it one bit when it was on.
Did they not like it at all?
Not really, no, because it's bad. It's just slapped together, and it so relies on your worship of these people in that moment, kind of, to get you through, that it does not hold up. But I'll still watch it and have it's like remembrance of things past, kind of an experience. But it's not good. It's not good, and nobody, neither Allison nor Elon, walked around that day after the movie and said, I got that going on for me. No, they didn't take which is
a
nice.
catchphrase.
Yes.
No,
they didn't.
I didn't know. And the thing is, I would resist things like that. And I think I was right to resist things like that, because then at least I could hang out at a party and get some of the bullshit cred from that was great. Caddyshack, are you kidding me? As
a kid, I ate those things up. By the time I got around adults, I had shaken any catchphrase.
But wait, you were too old, but you weren't. You were too old to like Sandler's stuff as a kid.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Then that's why it fell through.
No,
for
my
you.
kid was like Farley, like Chris Farley. He loved Tommy Boy, and
yeah, a lot of my nephew. When he was youngster.
Jim Carrey, when I first met him, Jim Carrey, he loved.
Yeah, and I could see it. I could see Jim Carrey, but I bet he doesn't watch. I bet Elon doesn't watch one Jim Carrey thing.
No, I bet he would, actually.
Let me finish. Cable Guy is now. When I was watching that Ben Stiller thing, they were talking about, like the stuff that he made, and then people made fun of it. But I was like. Was he in Cable Guy, or was that Jim Carrey was in Cable Guy? Did he produce Cable Guy, or was he in Cable Guy?
Who?
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller directed Cable Guy.
Right. So he wasn't even in it, and yet
Jim Carrey and Matthew Broderick were the stars.
And my take on it was it looked awful. to me.
And Judd Apatow wrote it.
Let me finish.
Uh-huh.
Let me finish. You know what I want to say? And I want to say this. Like, you know what? Can you stop the tape? I don't want this to go out. You stopped?
Uh-huh.
When a man like Judd Apatow, who he would have given me the shirt off his back until I said a series of terribly inappropriate things about his friend. But I want to tell you.
I don't know about the first part, but yeah.
What's that? What did I do?
I don't know about the first part where he gives you the shirt off his back, but
no, I was wondering about that. But when you come up with these stories, you have to. First of all, you have to be. What is it like? You know, I was wrong. I was wrong, Judd. I was wrong. That guy. He's not really giving it up, right? He's like a big shot. Oh, by the way. Thank you. I missed the game. Why didn't you call me when I could see Aaron Rodgers get tackled in the end zone? Oh, it's so pretty. It's wonderful, right?
Sure.
He's going down. He's going, and he can't be saved by the rest of the Steelers.
Safety Freude.
And the Jets. The Jets are turning on. You know what? They're turning on the afterjets. Turning on the afterjets.
Uh-huh.
Are there afterjets?
There's afterburners.
Here's the thing. I will be going down. I will be going to San Diego on Thanksgiving week. I'm just letting you know that right now, because it's going to be. But that wasn't my point.
I hope you're flying.
That's what I was going to say. I'm flying to San Diego. We thought, why not? And the thing is, if I was a regular person, like I had to obey the laws of physics, if I didn't live in a special show business, what do I have here?
Bubble.
Right. Yeah, I would be so upset. I would literally be upset. For example, if I worked with someone who worked at UPS, I mean, it has nothing to do with It has nothing to do with the problems at the air traffic control, the UPS. And I would say. Shut up. My brother, sister, in-law just went down the UPS thing. This will not stand. One of the main reasons why I never got a following as like a political guy was because of all the tangents.
It's the rambling, the rambling without even knowing where you're headed thing. That's the real thing. It's like you lose the leadership quality when you don't know where you're going.
But, Josh, seriously, if this is the deal, when I heard, boy, was my face red when I saw Kamala Harris dodging questions about Mondami. I was like, what's going on? You really can't say, you don't want to say because he's a Muslim? What is it? Why can't you just go, that guy's good, let's get all the elections won? No, they had to purposely go, I'm not endorsing anybody, I'm not. I think that is cowardly, is what I'm saying.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, so it's like centrist Andy Kindler finally makes a negative statement about a fellow Democrat. Okay, maybe we do suck as a party.
There's not a lot of vision, not a grand vision going on.
Where's John Lewis? I mean, we need John Lewis, somebody like John Lewis. Not exactly.
But I don't even. Honestly, I don't care about vision right now. I mean, obviously we need it in the sense of. It can galvanize people, but I am in such a fucking big tent mode right now.
That's right.
Where it's just like
I would vote for Bernie again.
It's not quite to enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right.
But it is like
it's close.
It is like, you know, there are tiers of importance here when it comes to what we're fighting for.
Well, maybe I think what could happen in the positive side is that you'll get better Democrats next year. There's not going to be a third party. That's what I want you to tell me about a third party next year.
No.
Getting together with, Bill Kristol or somebody.
All right.
We're voting on, this is who we're voting for. This is the party we went to war, and this is the party we
Whoever said it rang true to me is that it's not, the pendulum does not swing back to the center.
No, it's right. No, in fact, if you noticed, if you could go inside a pendulum, they make it so that you can't. It'll go back towards center right, just by the way it's built. There's a pendulum change.
Thanks for that.
Thank you for that comment.
Thank you for that add-on.
Thank you. Thank you, Andy.
You really honed that analogy.
Wait, hold on, Josh. I have a couple more. Shh. Just be quiet. You can use either one of these. You know what I was thinking about? But then you have this guy, Tim Kaine. It's like, and then Tim Kaine, he has a lot of federal workers. Okay, I've got federal workers. I'll sign it now. Thank you, everybody. This is, you know who I love? Why can't Jamie Raskin be the guy who's in charge of everything? That's a man who has character. All right. You know what? Here's the thing. This is the worst of both worlds for you now. The worlds of both worlds.
Yeah.
There's no way to change it either. I'm not going back where I party when everybody else is actually working. No, it's not going to go back there. But there has to be a better way for me. I don't think I can be taking gummies till 11. I think I took 16 gummies. I took at 11:59. Because what are you doing? I'm under the radar. What am I trying to say? The deadline. But after it doesn't work that after a weekend of partying on Monday morning, I am ready to tackle the big issues of the day.
Well, maybe you need to stop thinking of the weekend partying as fully mandatory.
They say all
because there's going to be a next weekend. Each time there's going to be a next one.
I know that is, I think, what I'm learning. I actually am learning that, but it's sad that someone has to learn that at age 69.
It's a little.
You know what? When I'm allowed to smoke, I want to smoke all day, every day, because I know it's going to end. Okay, so you have a problem. You never really got a hold of it, and just maybe it's time for you not to even talk about it. Maybe you're talking about it too much. I'm jinxing it.
Maybe.
And also this morning,
it's a lot for Monday at least.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened to you, but my smoke alarm went off. And this is the thing, I don't understand. Why can't I thought in kitchens where the big chefs are, they always have something at high temperature. I have something at high temperature. Boom, there is a problem in the dining room. Yeah. They even came back 10 minutes later and said, "It is now over. The problem is now over."
Good job. Does it say good job?
Right, exactly. So that was a little off-putting because we have to have
Do you have a vented hood?
No, we have to have kid things on the stove.
Why?
Because I'll turn them on like a little boy. Because every time I reach up to the microwave, I scrape against the burners. So we had to go get actual things that you get when you have a dog. Or wait, your dogs never did that, right?
My dogs never turn on the oven. No.
No, but that's.
Oh, if they could. Oh, if they could.
All I can think of with this doggy door, because I think I saw it on a show where she left the doggy door open, and there's a show that's on now, and she almost lost her. Oh, it was Hacks. That's right, it was Hacks.
Yeah.
Deborah, is it Deborah? I don't know what people's names are. They should just name everybody the same name in all of these shows. In fact, it would be easier if we just named someone Jason Bateman in every script. Yeah. Wouldn't that be the best way to go?
Sure.
And, of course, who's playing Jason Bateman? Jason Bateman is.
I think he might be overstating his ubiquity, but...
And he's one of those guys, I don't know why he's at the game here. Why is he at the game over there? No, I guess he's only at the Dodger games. All right, take that back.
I think
that's like the Dodgers.
Why is that a bad perk to take advantage of once you've got either money or connections?
You know what? I never say anything when you're not hilarious.
Oh, you do. You do every time.
I don't make fun
every
of
time.
you.
Sometimes I am hilarious and you act like I wasn't. That's the worst.
Oh, did you say something funny, Josh? I didn't notice. I was too busy devising another hilarious one-liner. Hey, Josh, nice hat. Where do you keep the bodies?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So I want to circle back to the Scorsese doc.
Okay, good.
Because there was a few things that I...
Because we watched the same things. So
exactly,
nice.
Exactly. Right. I didn't realize that both Raging Bull and King of Comedy were De Niro properties that he brought to Scorsese.
I didn't even realize that now.
Yeah, that was a big
King of Comedy as well.
Yes.
As Raging Bull.
Yeah.
I must have missed that part. Was it De Niro who wanted to put Jerry in there, or was it De Niro who had the idea for it?
It was a script that De Niro had.
That's so great.
And Raging Bull was a book he had for a long time.
Written by Jake LaMotta, right?
That was the Raging Bull thing. Was a huge story in the doc where he comes to Scorsese in the hospital and goes, "You have to do this."
Okay. Well, maybe I shouldn't try to watch all 5. You know what I'm saying? Back to back. I am so sick of myself. I don't even know what you're talking about. Is Scorsese in the doc? Okay. That's good thing to remember when I watch it. I watched it again for the award season.
Yeah. As a doc, it was as conventional as could be, really. It just was like so chronological and so...
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with that, really. It's an effective way to transmit information.
Well, also people kind of respected this Rebecca Mills. You could tell that she just was trying to get a good... she's not trying to sandbag you.
No.
So it made it... she was asking things that would make sense. I'm just saying that as the world's greatest documentary filmmaker, I can appreciate other ones that come out.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. I mean, to me, I love the people they grew up with, and those people, the 2 brothers.
Yes.
I just love them. I mean, I thought it was like, and the one brother, I think, has done a lot of things that we will find. No, I mean, it's like, but no, I mean, they were really, it's interesting to me as a coward, as a lifelong coward, how other people dealt with not being able to fight. Now, I pretended I could fight, or I tried to act tough, or I tried to wiggle my way out of everything and tried to act like I could be tough. And that was a mistake. He immediately, I never actually got beaten up by I'll meet you in the thing. See, I wouldn't meet the people in the thing.
Uh-huh.
But I could talk tough sometimes. Like I thought you had to do that, but that was too small. But anyway, cannot do anything in any friend group. He could not say, what's happening? We're kicking their ass? Let me get my shoes on.
Right.
No. He knew right away that he was never... Man, the difference between me and him was he was comfortable with being small and not being a fighter.
I don't think he was. I just think,
I think
that
just
right. was the fact.
No, that's just the facts. Yeah. He had terrible asthma and literally couldn't go outside. I mean, when he was a kid, he would have been, there was a time period where he was just too sick.
Yeah.
So he literally did observe from above. I love the way he talks about how he likes to look down on things.
Right, because he saw everything from his apartment window.
I love it.
I thought one of my favorite aspects of the whole thing was how much Thelma Schoonmaker was in it, his editor.
First of all, and as Andy Kindler, who would lie about anything, I would see her name. I had no idea who she was my whole entire life, and now I feel like you got to see them. They got together at like 18 or something like that
initially, and then there was like a 10-year break. But
yeah, she was really. Is she the editor?
Yes.
Of his movies? Yeah. And Woody Allen has a similar thing with somebody. I forget who it is. Who edits all his movies. Great story, Andy. Why don't you bring at least one fact about something else?
I don't know who edits his movies.
But, the thing that I felt like I got a lot more... I felt like it was very good for someone like me. Because this is an absolutely true story. When I went to see Goodfellas the first time, I came out and I was angry. I was like, how many more of these are we going to do? Then cut to, it's my favorite movie of all the gangster movies.
Yeah.
But so there were times when I might have said to myself, not even that he's being gratuitous. I just don't usually like that much violence myself in movies, but I love every one of his movies. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know The Flower Moon, and I don't know the ones that I didn't watch, obviously.
Right.
But the fact that the violence was... came from violence. It scared the living daylights out of him, and he was fascinated by it. And it was not just fascinated by it; it's the truth of what motivates and runs things.
And he was a violent person, it turns out. Not towards others, but like he could trash a room and do shit like that all the time.
Oh, that I didn't get. So he did stuff like that when he was him and Robbie Robertson?
Even when he wasn't on coke, he was still volatile and prone to rage. It's not like he was hitting other people, though. He was just fucking...
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Isabella Rossellini was talking about that. It was funny. One of just a little thing was that I didn't know that answered a question I just had because I watched Taxi Driver last week. He was talking about how, because I was watching it in the final bloody scene, especially. I was like, that blood just looks wrong. Why? How could Martin Scorsese get blood wrong? I was like, it was watching it and that, like, thinking that exact thing, going,
it's not like peanut butter.
But then it turns out that was what he traded to get rid of the X rating, was to change the color tone of the blood, so it wasn't just a pure bloodbath at the end.
That's genius. It's not genius. I mean, it was genius because he was able to keep his movie.
Yes.
Because the thing was, he was, for the right reasons, I think, mostly like, get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to do a thing here.
Yeah.
And he knew what he wanted to do. He knew he wasn't like, I could say that you could say Quentin Tarantino is, what's the word when you're doing it?
Auteur.
You're doing it. No, like
prima donna.
Well, not so much that. You know you're making a torture scene. You know you're making a
gratuitous.
Gratuitous is exactly what I wanted to say. Thank you very much. So, it was, and also I thought it was great because you did get little glimpses of the other guys, because I read the Easy Riders Raging Bulls thing. Yeah. I've always been fascinated kind of like with things that are fascinating. No, I mean, I love when Sex, Lies, and Videotape came out. I love that movie. And so I do kind of like how I like to hear about the different periods of the independent filmmaking, although I never really followed Quentin Tarantino past Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Did you watch Jackie Brown?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to go see Jackie Brown.
I think I might like it more than Pulp Fiction.
Well, yes. But do you go to Kill Bill? Is that what you...
I think I've seen all his movies.
Wow!
I mean, it's only like 10 of them, so...
Right, and the thing about him was he didn't really have personal problems, so it was a pleasure to work with him in every... It's not like he tried to kill Uma Thurman or anything. Uma Thurman? It can't be Una Thurman.
It's not
Uma Thurman. All right, do you have it? Come on, stop me from ruining the show. We have a good show going on. Can't you rescue it in some way?
I'm just trying. I'm trying to get like, where did this Quentino?
Did you say Quentino?
No.
He said Quentino. I haven't watched one football game, and was that a game I could have watched? Could I have watched Aaron Rodgers fumbling in the end zone?
Yes.
I'm not buying any package for that.
Have. You didn't have to buy a package.
I'm proud of myself on one level.
That's probably all that's warranted.
It's all good. However, it is very exciting for those of you whose father went to Indiana, or those of you who had a father wherever they went. Indiana University is undefeated, and not only are they undefeated, they won like on a crazy play. So it is absolutely exciting to root for them. And who wouldn't?
Where does the proud of yourself part of this come in?
Because did I not mention to you that my father went to Indiana University?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I come by it honestly.
Come by what? Being proud of yourself for no reason?
Rooting for the Hoosiers.
But why does that make you proud of yourself? I don't understand.
I'm proud of myself. Well, that precedes. You know what, Josh? Me even proud of myself. My therapist says that has to precede everything. Well, how's it going? Very proud of myself. Well, why exactly? I'm very proud of myself. I'm doing a good job. Maybe I should get a therapist who doesn't just yes Andy me.
That's what OpenAI is for.
I'll tell you. Chatty GPT.
Hey, champ. Welcome back.
Why don't they at least bury the lead? I understand that you'll every time mention that you'll sneak in that yes, very good. You never forget, like you're like a stupid elephant.
You apparently tripped the narcissism algorithm right in the second exchange.
That's a great question. That's a great question. And the way you phrased it, Josh, shows that you almost have the answer yourself.
As a great observationalist of human behavior, once again, you've nailed it, champ.
How many times have they done that? How many times? It's not. And literally, every single. I have to just go past when he pitches me the jokes. The jokes are literally the worst use of words I've ever seen in my life.
It's just so sad that you're trying to get
I'm not trying
phone to
anymore.
write
I was
for you.
trying. First, I wanted to have them give me premises. I go, if I could just have a whole bunch of... That's where I go wrong. I don't have enough premises. No, Andy. You're basically a lazy person. And you're never going to be like Seinfeld. You're not going to get up at 8 and then go to a room and assemble, products. And
right.
then,
and if you're going to use jokes generated by AI, don't you think they're going to pick a younger, more attractive person using those same jokes?
Yeah, that's right. What? And what? You know what? I already made the mistake of asking that woman out, who's the AI lady, or I don't even know. Is that Jody Weatherspoon? What's her name?
I don't know. What
yes,
you're
you
talking
do.
about.
It's a very famous thing right now. She's AI. You can't even book her.
Is this the singer that's the number one, or is there?
No, it's like an actress lady.
An
actress lady. And where did I see Liza Minnelli? Oh, I love Liza Minnelli. I just love her. And I will say to you again that I think she's a fantastic actor. And she was great in The Stereo Cuckoo. She was great in Author. And she was great in whatever they were doing. I don't care how it ended up.
New York is what you're talking about.
New York. And they all admit that it ended up horrible.
Yeah.
I think they admit that it just ended up just terrible.
Yeah.
So it's not even, I don't even recommend somebody watch it if you love the Scorsese documentary.
I've never seen it, actually.
Yeah, Susan has. Other people I know have. Gina, Susan's sister, has said, not good.
Yeah.
It was not good. But what does it was not good mean? You know what? Did I have the balls to have actors improvising on the sets of weird sets? No, I didn't.
No, it's true. It's true.
Right.
You never even stepped up to the plate. He took big swings.
That's right. He took big swings.
Big coke-fueled, addled swings.
The main thing was that he said the one thing he didn't know, he didn't see, he didn't feel that he was treated specially because he was like, God, I can't.
What?
I try to come up with things. I work, and I work harder than you do. I mean, not on the show, but I work harder than you do on the.
Yeah, when I'm asleep, you're up cramming gummies up your maw.
Meanwhile, and then someone knocks at the door. I need to use the spray.
Sure.
Just to swallow down extra gummies.
I'm not stoned enough to meet a new person.
Still the best line ever. Man. How come I never came up with classic lines like that on the show?
You were too
it's
stoned.
All you.
Too stoned.
Let me tell you something, and let me. You're going to listen good.
Uh-huh.
Those days have gone, right? Hey, what do you hear? What do you say? When I used to watch those gangster movies, I thought I'd be talking like Jimmy Cagney. Hey, what do you hear? What do you say? Oh, I'm so bored.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'm boring.
Yeah, no, both.
I'm not bored.
No, I think
hang
both.
Up.
All right.
Well, how long have we gone?
Make it worth it for me.
Well, I don't like the first day has to go at least an hour if it's going to be one of my. You don't do the first day an hour every time?
No. In fact, more recently, I've been like, getting out early really works on every level.
Did you ever got a backpack of my beliefs? The buzz's vibration is soothing my head, and I'm happier than I like to be. I can't afford relaxing. People get talked into a zombie state of mind. We're citizens of nowhere. The truth is out there. We're living on the edge of time. But I got a ticket to Roswell. Yeah. their daughter, but I'm convinced they're lying. Others feel like I do. I know they'll be there too, waiting in the sand. I'll meet them on a big ship that takes us on a trip to a place we'll understand. I got a ticket to Roswell, yeah. I got a ticket to Roswell. Everybody's gonna understand. Everybody's gonna change some plans. We'll have a big party when they
But everything's cool now?
Everything's fine on my end.
No.
I think you need a cool down period.
It's been like a rough few days. I'm not going to lie to you about that. And I say it like the kind of person who never speaks about what's going on, right?
Right,
I hate to tell you this.
Exactly. He's opening up his hand.
Okay, so yesterday, should I tell you what's going on?
Of course.
Yeah. Yesterday I had a colonoscopy.
Old Jew Medical Corner!
Which I know you did a 30-minute chunk on.
Sure.
On one of your specials.
Sure.
And then they put the thing in the thing, and I'm saying, why is this in my ass? Okay, so I had that done yesterday.
Yeah.
And what happened was, on the lead up to that, the who does a gastroenterologist? Is that who does a colonoscopy? Yeah, he wanted to try to wean me off of Prevacid. Now, I will tell you that Prevacid, I just realized, remember I found out that the Beatles had to do with the beat?
Uh-huh.
I just realized in my head yesterday that Prevacid...
Prevent acid?
That's exactly right. How do you come up with these genius things?
Uh-huh.
Genius. Okay, so very quickly I'll give you a very quick recount of my heartburn history. My sister came out to California.
You did this already, by the way. You thought you were having a heart attack. She's like,
right, okay.
How can you never have had heartburn again?
That's been established. We thought I was having a heart attack. So then for years I went through everything I could try. I tried Tums. I would have heartburn all the time.
Yeah.
Tums. Then I tried Zantac. Thank God I stopped Zantac because Zantac is very problematic. It's caused problems. Then I went on to Pepsid AC, right? So I tried, and then it became overwhelming, the heartburn. So then I started on a proton pump inhibitor, which is what Prevacid is. And I've had no problems. This is maybe 15, 20 years I've been on it. No problems. The doctor wanted to wean me off of it because there's a chance it can cause loss of bone density and stuff like that. It's
osteoporosis.
Yes, exactly. So, which would have been Jerry Lewis's favorite disease if he didn't have a million others.
Sure.
So, but he wanted me to wean it off. So he wanted me to take Prevacid every other day, then a Prevacid every third day, leading up to the colonoscopy.
Uh-huh.
So I had stopped all, and then in the meantime, he gave me Pepsid AC, this to try and buffer it, you know. And I used Alka-Seltzer too. Alka-Seltzer Gold. You don't, please, if you're having a procedure, never use Alka-Seltzer that has aspirin in it. That will make you bleed. But there's an Alka-Seltzer that comes it's called Gold, just with the Alka-Seltzer in there. So I took that. ChatGPT thought it was great. So.
Good choice, champ.
Yeah, champ. So I stopped taking the Prevacid about a week before, maybe 10 days before the procedure. And about a week before the procedure, I started to get horrible, horrible heartburn. And so then I went into the 2-day light residue diet before the prep day. And so it just became I go, oh my, it must be this day. Overwhelming heartburn and pain. Hard to lie down. And I had that till the moment I had the colonoscopy. It was I know that I'm a wimp and I don't compare my problems to other people, but it was the most pain I've ever felt since that muscle spasm.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming, horrible burning. And the morning of the thing, I was like, I think I was spitting up stomach acid. And I would say that it was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever had done, except for the colonoscopy, because I was just praying for the propofol.
Yeah.
You know, but until they gave me that propofol, I was in agony. They gave me the propofol, went out, everything was fine. I wasn't scared of the colonoscopy.
Right.
I don't even get frightened. I don't care about blood thing, like IVs in my hand, which can be painful. None of those things bother me. And then I woke up yesterday and I had the worst headache, I think, of my entire life. And I felt sick for the entire day. On a day where I thought was like when my grandma said after my tonsil thing, you're going to get ice cream. It's going to be fine. And so that's all. No, ice cream. Well, it was really basically just a horrible day. It started to go back to normal now. It started to go back to normal last night. I feel like I ran a marathon inside somehow, which I don't know what that's about, but I feel achy inside. And now I feel fine, but I have to say.
Are you back on Prevacid now?
Yes, he told me to go back. Now, the question I have is there's no specific answer to why some people produce this much acid. Yes, today, I ate 3 things before I even had a sip of coffee. I've only had like 2 sips of coffee. But, so when you have no way of protecting your stomach because you're not taking anything, you can, if you drink coffee before anything else, it destroys you.
It's an acid bath, yes.
Yeah, right.
Well, it seems like coffee is like the first fucking thing you should probably try to figure out a way to at least cut down on, if not stop.
I think you're right.
It's an acid bath,
Yeah, I think you're right. Also, there's low acid coffee I can try. There's a lot of things I can try, but I just want to say, I was severely, as someone who has only recently believed in God, really believed in God in the last few years, I couldn't find God. Could not find him.
I think God's
praying.
going, you know what? Heartburn's a little below my pay grade.
But isn't God's pay grade is infinite, isn't it?
Well, you'd think, but it's a difficult world he created. So
I was praying to God, God, please, God, please, God, please, God. Hey, yo, God, you fucking. I'm almost.
And
afraid
God's
to be,
like, meet me halfway. I sent you Prevacid.
So this is the first day I feel. But the interesting thing is, I don't know how you felt because you have a better outlook towards sickness. Maybe I don't know. I
more experience with it.
I felt doomed. I felt like I go, if this is going to happen over a colonoscopy when I'm 69, how do you live? Why should I? How do you live? And what if I had real chronic pain like people have? I was so depressed about it. I could not talk myself out of being depressed because it was so painful the whole week.
Right.
So.
Well, you sound fun, but it was. I'm sorry you went through all that.
Yeah, it was terrible.
The answer to the big question is, well, it looks like I'll be taking Prevacid till I die.
Right. There are
along with a bunch of other pills. I'll just add Prevacid, and this won't be a big issue in my life.
Every time you
but
say
I could, cut down on acidy drinks, for example.
Yeah, but the thing is, I know what you're saying. It isn't the coffee, though. It isn't.
I'm not saying
coffee.
it's just the coffee.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
but I don't know
the
what
coffee
else
is an irritant, no matter what. Whether it's being controlled or not, you're still putting more acid into the equation.
Right, but from all of I've researched, you get used to coffee. But anyway, I don't want to argue about coffee because it's too large of a thing right now for me to think about giving up coffee.
Right.
And it brings you too much delight.
No, I mean, it doesn't bring me any delight. It brings you too much delight to drink it, to not.
No. I thought you were delighting in the fact that I would have to cut down.
What? Well, that's just a dickhead thing. That's just you.
Well, you know that. There's a part of me that's a dick.
You just opened with 10 minutes of medical problems, and when I talk, I'm like, I'm gleeing about it.
No, I do have this, I do think that you have a gleaming, you like to celebrate my pain, but just on minor things like the Jets or something like that.
Yeah.
You do.
Well, if I thought that was actual pain, I wouldn't be celebrating it. If I thought that it was appropriate that you feel actual pain about it,
it's inappropriate that I would take. I don't even really take the bait on the Jets thing. Although I did say when you said, and whenever they play the Jets, they're good. And then I was going to argue back. They're leading the division. They're 9-2.
You said when did the Patriots get good? And I just said whenever they play the Jets, like every other team.
Right, but that was an insult that had the basis of which was non-existent because the Patriots are the best team. They have a better record than the Bills. I'm wondering, and if I didn't ask you from the Jets' point of view, there would probably be many answers. Oh, they had that guy Maves. They have Mike Vrabel.
No, my answer had no basis in football.
Yeah, because you don't even like football as much as I do, so it's a casual thing.
Hey, who's the one who hipped you to the fact that your Jets were even on fucking TV? You son of a bitch, you son of a bitch.
The doctor said, I'm not kidding. The doctor said you shouldn't be angry with me, and that could cause a lot of stomach acid.
At some point, did you go, Elizabeth? I'm coming to join you, honey.
Is it Elizabeth?
Yeah.
I'm coming, Elizabeth. No, but when I get to be Red Fox, maybe he was my age. I will be doing that bit because it sounds very good.
Yeah.
Who's Elizabeth? His first wife?
I think his only wife.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's good. And Red Fox had quite a colorful life, and yet he still had one wife. No, she's dead. That's the only reason why.
That was the thing back then, is they would rather kill off the spouse as backstory than have a divorce.
Wasn't that the way? How many sitcoms before The Courtship of Eddie's Father, maybe it was the first one, but how many times has that premise been used? Widower, My Three Sons, right? Widow. I think they're widowers.
Yeah.
Why? Everyone's dying at young ages in the sitcom land.
Right.
Great joke. Great point, right?
Unless you're Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill.
But even Uncle Bill, we don't know how he ended up with Sissy. I don't know.
Who's Mr. French? How did he end up with it? He was hired.
Yeah, he wasn't. Unless you.
Is he a famous actor who's dead now? That guy?
Well, he's
Mr.
definitely
French?
dead now, Sebastian Cabot.
Yeah, but was he like a famous character actor?
You decide how famous Sebastian Cabot was.
Oh, of course. But was he famous from Mr. French, or did he do a bunch of stuff?
I don't know. I know him from Mr. French. I can't give you another.
This is
Sebastian
why I can't go
Cabot
on Doug
role.
Loves Movies with you again.
Then again, I can't give you a previous Brian Keith role. I can only give you subsequent Brian Keith roles. Same with Johnny Whitaker.
Who's that?
He was Buffy. No, Jodie.
Oh, Jodie went on to do alternative comedy.
He was in Sigmund the Sea Monster.
He was who? Now, let me tell you something. Even though we started late and all this garbage, I still have to wake up my wife at 10 o'clock. So I'm sorry.
I don't care. Something.
My wife was with me during this whole
I'm
trying
sure she was.
period.
I'm sure she enjoyed it.
Yeah. I thought I would get more sympathy on this than I would get on I was surprised I never got sympathy for I asked my mother if I put the stockings up, and she said, give it a shot. I expected you to say, wow, that's sad. But you went, yeah, we're a Jew.
No,
we're a Jew.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, no matter what.
As a Jew. But now I thought this would be like,
no, it's funny across the way. It's funny that your mom said, give it a shot.
So I don't know what's been going on because I've been in hell. No,
Yeah.
I do know what's been going on too. It's everything you watch has a strange feeling when you're in constant pain.
Yeah. I wonder if there's like a bounce back acid production from suppressing it for so long.
What he said to me was, if I had stopped Prevacid just cold turkey, it would have been a nightmare.
Yeah, as opposed to the
right.
tiptoe through the rose garden you had.
Well, like Susan pointed out, I probably should have stayed every third day but he told me to stop. So he said, I'm very glad you did it so we could see what was going on. And
right.
That's what he said, doctor.
Well, yeah, I mean, at least you got more value out of your colonoscopy from all this.
And I also want to say to people that it is still not a pleasant process. I thought at this point it would be more like the prep you take would be tastier, or it is absolutely, as you're drinking it, it's like drinking salt. It's like drinking salt and just plain salt, maybe. It has another tinge to it too. And you keep saying, I can hold this down. I can hold this down. Well, I couldn't hold either prep down. Right? I tried to hold it down. I get to the hospital, I get to the place and I said, I wasn't able to hold it down. And they went, nobody usually does. And I'm thinking I'm going to have a horrible colonoscopy. But no, I was clean as a whistle. Well, I don't know if a whistle has polyps. They did remove a polyp, Josh. And of course, if Susan finds out that I've given this much information, but I've always given this much information. It's not odd to me,
then some.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then some. When you say then some, I think of impotency.
His penis doesn't work. Well,
right. That's a then some. People don't usually share.
I wasn't thinking of that. I just was thinking.
I was in high school when I couldn't get it up. It's so good to be happily
All I know
married.
is that your drop-down menu doesn't have edit on it.
Yeah, because I overshare, and I would argue, you undershare for someone who's hosting a podcast.
I would argue I purposefully undershare.
That's true. I thank you for listening, and I thank you for not being there, because I wasn't even going to. The way this was going to go, I wasn't even going to mention it. Right?
Yeah, right.
No, I wasn't, because I thought we'd just be. No, I probably would have mentioned it anyway.
Yeah, you think?
Where were you? What'd you do this week? Oh, nothing. Colonoscopy. Colonoscopy.
That's how I would have played it.
Yeah. And that's all for me. And as they say in the I came up with this premise. The Epstein Files is like the X-Files with, and I stopped there.
Yeah.
You got anything? Pedophilia?
The truth is in there. The whole thing with the X-Files is the truth is out there.
Oh, I never saw the show.
Yeah.
Is it a good show?
Maybe you shouldn't make jokes about things you don't understand.
I guess I'm supposed to do the Ghost. I'm supposed to have watched all of the Ghost and Mrs. Muir.
You're fucking talking to ChatGPT about your fucking medical advice, but no, when it comes to a TV reference, off limits.
I was supposed to go deep on Jeff Altman to do jokes about Pinky and the. Think of it. It's Pinky with something,
it's
right?
Not.
He had
Pink.
2 Asian women.
Yes, he did. And they were named Pink Lady.
And Jeff.
Yes.
He was the Jeff.
Uh-huh.
I wish I could see that show. Come on.
I've seen that show. I have a box set of that show, in fact, that I got from Shout Factory, I think.
Is it terrible? I mean, is it fun?
It's both.
Yeah. But, I mean, is it like when Jerry Lewis had his summer replacement series, and he had 5...
Everything in the world you've ever seen, thought, or experienced is on YouTube. That's it. Just go look. Just go look.
No, but what I'm saying to you is that when I saw Jerry Lewis's summer replacement show, and if anybody, I'm sure it is on YouTube, it's absolutely the funniest thing. It's like 5 shows. To me, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. He's on a chair that has wheels on it, right? So he's constantly rolling around.
Uh-huh. And
I've talked about it before. He sets up Charlie Callis as doing the funniest bit in the history of the world. And of course, Charlie Callis bombs on this. And there's about 4 or 5 other shows. You can watch it all the way through. Each show is delightful in its insanity. But I was asking, is that like the Pink Lady and Jeff? Or do you put it on for 2 minutes and you go,
Well, considering they barely spoke English and Jeff Altman was a marginal talent.
I have to disagree with that. I thought he was a pretty good stand-up, Jeff Altman. I also met him a couple times. He seemed like a nice guy. Once I spoke to him, he said, here's my impression of David Letterman hanging out. You know, he's friends with Letterman, right?
Yes.
So here's my impression of David Letterman when he wants you to leave. Okay, Jeff. Okay, Jeff. He got that a lot.
Yeah.
He wanted to leave. I think he was funny, and he'd flip you like a cheese. Didn't he flip you like a cheese omelet?
Something like that, yeah.
And he'd come with a thing.
Pants around. And, yeah.
His problem only was lack of material. He was funny.
That's a pretty big problem, though.
But he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
I guess he was, yeah. I mean, you know.
You don't have the same respect and reverence for the where
the 70s guys.
True. I'm done being hassled by this.
What I have respect for is Letterman continuing to support his posse from those days throughout his years. You
can't say it is absolutely wonderful that he did that.
Absolutely.
And he also gave without saying anything, he gave a lot of money to George Miller for hospital stuff and
yeah.
So he's like an old school. We talked about it. He's like an old school charity guy. He doesn't like advertise it like I would.
Right.
The Andy Kindler Foundation, the Andy Kindler Gastrointestinal Unit.
Guess what I did?
Did you have a Kindleroscopy? People enjoyed, and I guess it's part of the questions, but people seem to have enjoyed that riff I went on. If your neck seems to be exceedingly red, you did not be a red. They said I went on a nice run with that.
You did. I let you go. I almost literally turned off my mic.
Yeah. So and that was what you had hoped the show would be when we first started.
More of it would have been.
Yeah,
nice.
More like that. Like that.
Less.
More.
I had heartburn. God hates me.
You are now. Well, not that you'd want to. I'm reconsidering you as a medical proxy, but why would I do that? Nobody else would take the job.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I said yes even.
You said yes because I said, hey, it would only happen if both of us were eliminated. And he said, can you say that again? If both of us were eliminated.
Say that again. I'm masturbating.
That's a little much.
It was a little much.
You're masturbating from the death of me and Susan?
That was the implication of the joke, yeah.
Oh, God.
If you really linger on it, it makes it worse.
No, you're not supposed to linger on it. You're supposed to let that one hit you like a... Did you see Trump the other day spraying his cologne on people?
No, I didn't.
He's spraying his cologne on the head of Syria.
Oh, my God.
And he's going like that. And then it turns out the head of Syria, who's going, how many wives do you have? Was a former member of Al Qaeda that he's jawboning with.
Yeah.
So every day,
literally spritzing with the Syrian lady.
And he goes, give the other one to your wife. I don't know what it's like a thing that looks like Trump. I think it's
God.
Have you seen the perfume? You don't know why, right?
No, I haven't. I'm just the thought of, it's like you have this whole thing of Trump in your mind, but you rarely include the scent as part of your conception of Trump, and it gets worse when you think about what that dude fucking smells like.
Right. Now, he smelled like you would think that what he would think would smell good would be disgusting, like gold and shit. But
yes.
But I think the most damning video of his is not the Access Hollywood tape. It's that thing where he's talking to Jeffrey Epstein. He is leering at the women.
Uh-huh.
He looks like literally who he is, the most disgusting man to ever be born in this country. Just a disgusting, horrible, leering,
I think.
Lewd. Ready to pounce on any flesh. And they show him down. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein's standing next to him.
Sure.
And he's going like, and it's just, I don't know why you like him and I don't know why you're standing by him, but just stop.
All right. I'll rethink it over the weekend.
Okay.
Speaking of giant narcissists, I watched the Eddie Murphy doc on Netflix.
Oh, wow. And how was it? Was it narcissistic?
Yeah, it was just such a rim job to Eddie Murphy. It was such a hand job. It was, it was like a People magazine article in terms of its depth and exploring at all who he really is,
Well, yeah. he's done a very good job of keeping a lid on a lot of who he is, I think.
Yes.
As a person.
Yeah. And he continues to throughout the documentary about himself.
Yeah, but was any of it funny? Is being Eddie funny?
It's not, I mean, it's not like it's painful to watch, but you just go, all right, you've got 10 kids. We don't know anything about the stories of that, and though you're showing your 10 kids happily gathered, we don't talk to any of them. We don't, but, and he only talks about his current wife, who he just married like a year ago, although they've been together a long time. They talk about Delirious and Raw, but there's like nothing about the just raging homophobia in them, and those kind of things that, are, it's almost like you should, if you're like telling people how genius these things are, you should kind of warn them that they're of their time in some way, or you're going to get bruised by people going back and looking at you going, I hate faggots. It's like horrible shit.
Is it like as bad as Dice Clay?
It's not. I mean, it's funnier than Dice Clay.
That's not in Raw, is it?
There's in both. I mean, it's more in Delirious, I think, but. There's that whole Mr. T, I'm going to fuck you in the ass, that whole thing, which I found hilarious at 12, by the way. I was 12 years old, and I was quoting it. It was poison, but I was on board, Yeah,
it was just like Gilbert Gottfried, very funny Jackie Gleason. I want you to fuck me up there. He used to do a bit like that.
Yeah.
Didn't seem as, well, I can't say. Everything from Gilbert could be horribly offensive.
Yeah,
that was one of his
sure,
favorites.
And yes, with Glee.
With Glee,
yes, and and to some extent, there's still a part of me that respects that.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as you're willing to back it up, stand on stage, knowingly know that you're doing something horrible.
Yeah,
there's a certain way to do it where it's almost morally responsible.
I think the person who comes closest to that to me is Dave Attell. Because he will do jokes that I can't even repeat,
right?
But they're very funny, and they're sincerely funny. But I don't want to get not with you, but I don't want to get in a long argument with anybody who hates it because I understand why people.
No. Like I said, I'm saying from my perspective, there is a weird, morally responsible way to do those kinds of things.
Yeah,
if you take ownership of it and don't, tell the audience they're pussies for not laughing, and there's like it's a really narrow path, but there are some who can walk it.
Yes, but like we've talked about before, Carson in the '80s, it was all a homophobic jamboree.
Sure, well, all of comedy was.
Yeah, it's like it's hard to. It's not like it's long ago. It's very short ago. I don't remember
in our lifetimes.
In our lifetime, that Rosie O'Donnell couldn't say she was gay, and that the thing about Ellen being gay. There's a lot of reasons not to like Ellen. A lot of them, I think. But from speaking to people who've worked with her, generally I've heard that she's a horrendous person to work with, and I don't know exact details of it, but but one of the reasons shouldn't have been that she came out to be gay. That shouldn't have been the reason she was hated, which she was hated for when she came out in her show. So,
but different people. I mean, there was a group of people who hated Ellen for their experience with her, and then there was a group of people who were homophobic and hated her for that.
Right. And then we could all get together to just not like her, just think she's full of shit at the end. No. But so anyway, yeah, we have to remember what that was. Many comics never even ever could say what their sexual preference was.
Right.
And I, it's like bad enough that I have to worry about all my jokes not going over. Then I have to go, should I say I'm gay? It's like, I think that's not great.
Look what Todd Glass went through, and much more recently,
Right. And it was very, very hard for him, especially with me doing jokes like you doing this as a gimmick, right?
Right.
And I said the gimmick didn't work and stuff like that. But he knows I love him, so.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, we say it as if we don't live in a time period where they want to burn trans people at the stake. So it's not like this is where the plus le change, l'autre ça le chambre. The more things change, the more they say, oui, the same. And that is true. I thought
you realize French hasn't changed, right?
No, this joke I do every 10 minutes. I love French because it has a certain, I don't know, je ne sais quoi. Come on. That joke would kill as an expat in Paris at the Comedy Hole.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You're not my target audience, so I don't care how you react anymore.
But your bullets go through me.
And I use the word audience loosely because I haven't performed. Although I'm opening for Judd Apatow at the Largo.
Are you?
Yeah, next month. I saw him at the WTF rap party, which was very fun. It was fun. Nice. And who else was there? I'm not bragging. I know him personally from the pet shop. Slash was there.
Oh, nice.
I interviewed Slash and his snake. And he was there to jam. I didn't stay that long for the jam. I don't like that music that much, but he is a good guitar player.
Yeah.
Isn't he? I think he is, right? Woo!
Especially that.
He's Slash, but I prefer the Edge more. I like the Edge better.
Yeah.
Are you going to help me at all?
No.
Okay, well, then let's get to the goddamn questions because it's unbelievable what I put up with.
Say hi to Judd for me.
Have you seen him recently?
No,
I'll say
that's
hi.
why I'm saying.
Yeah. He was extremely nice to me. At first, he got me in this Indian hold, like put my hand up, and I was like, "Stop it!" He goes, "Admit that you shouldn't have said that thing on stage at the improv. Stop it, Judd. Stop it. You kill." I guess having Judd be like a killer guy is doesn't
right.
sound. He could beat me up. But
wasn't that how he ended your little mini feud by having you do a Largo set?
Oh! I thought that was just gravy.
Ah, okay.
Oh yeah, he probably is. No, he's been very, very. I think if you were in his position and what I quote, did to him, but you can see why he was upset. But now I go for my semi-annual trip to Largo, half-annual trip to Largo. Did you ever perform at the old Largo?
Yes, I did several times.
And didn't you think that was a great club? I thought
it was.
And the new Largo is like a theater version of it.
It is. It's a totally different vibe.
And it's very, very... You've played the new Largo.
I have.
Oh, you did Cinematic Titanic there too, right?
Yeah, I've done
and
that.
And stand-up.
Both, yes.
And don't you feel like... some people like that. They like that there's 18... big crowd... not big crowd, but... You're on a big stage.
when it's full and good, it feels, like a slightly more elevated thing that you're doing than in a little club.
Not me. I always have never done better in a bigger room. Never. Not once. Where the people are primed to laugh.
Well, my big problem with it is, the only thing keeping me from coming to see you even in that show.
You have to pay.
Is their seats are crippling to me.
Are they really?
Yes.
They're little theater. They're like tiny theater seats, right?
They're old, yeah. They're very old, bound together theater seats.
So that would make you not want to see a concert there.
I've seen many shows there, and I find myself being crippled by those chairs.
Did you say anything to Flanagan about it?
No, I didn't.
I got a fat look from the thing.
From what thing?
From the color. Well, I had an endoscopy done too, and so they give you a thing to bite on, I guess, so you don't interfere with the procedure.
You had an endoscopy done while you were out?
I had an endoscopy and a colonoscopy together.
Did they meet?
They met, and my upper tract said to my lower tract, not so fast. No, so my upper GI said to my lower GI, it looks bad here. Good luck with the lower.
I had an endoscopy when I was a kid, and it was a nightmare.
You mean because they didn't put you out?
They didn't put you out. They gave me a bunch of Valium, IV Valium.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
He literally, and this was when I was like maybe 12 or something, because I had horrible heartburn at the time. And I remember them literally saying, I've given this kid enough Valium to put a rhino down. I was still awake. But they had to wake you up in order to swallow the camera.
Oh my God, that's terrible. That's
really
much
really thicker
painful.
Back then in the early 80s.
It was actually a Betacam. This is true,
yeah,
right?
It was. But my throat was sore for days afterwards.
And so this is, again, you've never revealed this. I didn't even know you had. So you do have stomach issues?
I did, yeah.
And then not anymore?
Not anymore, really, no. But
So
I've had, colon surgery, small intestine, there was...
Right. But you don't take anything for heartburn.
I don't. Honestly, when I quit smoking, I stopped having heartburn.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Okay.
But I had it really bad for years and years.
Oh, man. They say the smoking may not have caused it. Now they say only 1 out of 5 people... Someone said gleefully, only 1 out of 5 people have died from smoking, they say. They said only like less than 20%. Someone gave me that... I don't know if it was you. They gave me that figure, almost delighted. I have an 80% chance of nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true either. There's other things you're going to have.
Yeah, no, you don't,
Yeah.
What's
on your head? I like that.
It's systematic
like a cup.
poisoning. What's that?
It really is. What's on your head? It's like a cup.
It is a cup.
Oh, man.
It's a coffee to go cup.
You're not going to have a museum of hats,
I don't
are you?
actually have a coffee to go cup on my head. It's on a cap.
Yeah. Do you know how many times I have placed, because of my ADHD, placed coffee on the top of my car and driven about 100 yards with people pointing?
Yeah.
Every time I've retrieved the coffee.
We lost a pizza once as a kid that way, and I was I was crushed by the whole experience.
It was on the top of the car?
Yeah.
Oh, and was it your fault?
No.
Oh, no.
No. You know how you questioned your parents' competence when they lost you in a crowd and that kind of stuff? That was my moment. You left the pizza on top of the car?
Wait, you didn't do it though, right?
No, I'm saying it was like when I had to doubt my parents' competence in the world to take care of us.
Oh.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
But in a way, okay, which is a more boneheaded thing to do?
I'm saying losing a pizza shook my world.
Right. But losing your pizza and then claiming your parents were inept, which is a joke. But like when my parents hopped over each other to have the other person drive, that was world class. I'm driving, but I don't have my license. Hop over me. Okay.
Yeah, that was bumbling. That was bumbling.
That's not just bumbling. I should have gotten out of the car then and gone to an orphanage.
Just gone to the cop and went, please, take me.
Weren't you, and imagine if we had been black, would they have said, ma'am, weren't you driving a second ago if we had been black? No. First of all, I wouldn't have been in the back seat. I would have been at a boarding school. I don't know what I'm saying. But it's just like, it's a funny family story that every time I think of it, makes me a little sick because it was a little bit over the top.
It was over the top, yeah.
Yeah. But that just shows that my family and its ilk have been worried about getting rounded up for centuries.
I don't know.
Epigenetics.
I don't think that was a fear of getting rounded up. I think that was a fear of getting a ticket.
No, worse than that. She must have thought, I don't have my license with me. They're going to chop my head off. She must have thought, what could have possibly happened? Oh, I just realized. Maybe she thinks they wouldn't have let her go on the cruise, maybe, or something crazy. We were on the way to a cruise.
Yeah. No, I think it was just...
I'm going to get in trouble. Quick.
The same way you do it. There's your epigenetics.
I put the effa. All right, let's get to the questions because we're going to have to interrupt soon. I'm going to have to go wake up Susan.
Yeah, great. Good story.
At least there's no dogs barking. Ooch. Ouch. Ooch, ouch.
It's time for questions. What do you want to know? We love your questions so much. It's half our show. Half our show.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Is it me?
No.
You sure it's not me?
No.
Yeah, but you seem to be sighing.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I haven't hurt your feelings in any way.
No. You're good.
Really? Do you know what the sad thing is? That there are people like that.
There are. That's why I'm doing.
They will never tell you.
Yes.
They will never tell you what went on. Is there something I said that, like at that party, that bothered you?
No. You were good. You were good there.
I want to put on the record that Josh did some nice eyeball rolling work.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate the note. Rogueman11 says, does Andy recall how the free speech riffing on the Todd Glass podcast came about? Was it all improv, or did he have an inkling of an idea, of a thought of our situation, and a third thing beforehand? Still a favorite after all these years.
What I would say is that what it was based on was just all the people like Corolla and the early MAGA people claiming that everything they were talking about was everything was free speech, and it was like they should be able to say anything they want on stage, right? Like, you're a fucking ass. You can say anything you want. The stage is a magic eraser place, where anything you say. And the only part of it that they didn't agree with, that people would be able to say back to them that you suck. Right? So they just wanted the one-way free speech. So that's just
what
became
I was talking about the morally responsible way to be an edgelord, sort of.
That's right. So that's what it was based on. It'd be like, look, I think all the Jews should. I think Hitler had it's free speech, and then we just said free speech after any obnoxious thing, and it went on for a couple hours.
Sure.
Free speech. And that was the moniker. That was the house number.
Shannon Norman says, Josh, any seasonal music go-tos for this time of year? And Andy, forgive me if this has been asked before, but any plans to update the Hack's Handbook?
Oh, you want? Okay, I'll answer my thing. No, there's no plans. I tried to, after it came out, we tried to do some online things and stuff like that, but it never came to fruition. And now I think it's just, I'm proud of it as it is. I wouldn't want to redo it again. I mean, it doesn't make sense to redo it again, I think.
Well, it doesn't make sense in the sense that you're not so tuned into what hack is anymore,
Well, that's true.
I don't mean that as a slam. I just mean realistically. We found that out when we were doing State of the Industry. It's like, we aren't really tapped into what's actually happening now.
No, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, I was able to identify a few hacky things throughout the periods. And
Sure.
But just not like that time period, which was so hacky.
Yeah.
It was ripe for, ridicule.
Yes. No, and also National Lampoon is dead. It had that context as well. Yeah. And I don't have seasonal music go-tos unless you're talking about for the show, in which case I definitely don't. But but I don't. I'm not like I don't program music for my life, really. I'm more of a shuffle guy.
I love Christmas music, and I always have. And so I like Motown Christmas, but I've been burnt out. I like Bing Crosby, but I've heard everything so many times now. Yeah. I love Someday at Christmas by Stevie Wonder. I love it. But then when you could turn on K-Earth, which if you're not familiar, 101.1, at Christmas, they play it all, and then within about 40 minutes, I can't take it much more. Jingle bell, schminkle bell, binkle schwabop, and schminkity dang boom. That one does not last as well as, and I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus is not as funny as the first 500 times I heard it.
Yeah.
Is that Wayne Newton? No, I don't know who that is. No. I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not giving you any more for free.
Please.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I really don't like Christmas music.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. And then the little Lord came. You don't like this?
It's like putting on Barry White to have sex. It's just so nail on the head.
And then the little Lord from Bethlehem, I remember as a Jew, did I laugh uproariously at these old stories of Christianity. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to believe that the lamp lasted for 30 days. Okay, I'm done with that.
Your menorah must be weird.
Yes. Hey, I have an LED menorah. Hello?
I was waiting for LED to be something funny.
No, I can't even get an E word there. I did tell you this joke, which is based on a true thing, and there's a true story. I did booked to play an Orthodox Jewish wedding once. Have I said this to you? Maybe. Where the men were separated from the women, but they all came together to not enjoy what I was talking about.
Yes, I have heard that.
Still a classic, right?
It is a classic.
Because it actually happened.
It's an archetype Andy Kindler joke.
Who would book a comedian? You have to book like a real Jewish comedian who does jokes about Yiddish or something.
Yeah, well, you played the Jew card so much, people just figured that's what
Yeah,
you
they
were.
did. Good point. Solid point. Can't argue with it.
That was why my synagogue was founded, the conservative synagogue that I grew up in. My great-grandmother was among the founding people because she refused to sit separately. She thought that was honky bullshit.
That's cool. That is very cool. And my parents went reform because they didn't like being Jews and were just going through the motions. They wanted us to have to go through it. But there was when you're a Reformed Jew, you learn nothing about the religion. Nothing.
It would seem.
Zero. You learn that Haman, he was swinging while Mordecai was singing in Shushan, Shushan long ago.
Uh-huh.
And Daye knew. What does that mean? So be it.
No.
And Daye knew.
No, it would.
So
it means it would have been enough.
Get a load of that. What would have been enough if we had only suffered from the Egyptians?
No, this is like if God would have given us this, not if God would have done that, not only given us this, but this, it would have been enough. Had he not lived in a ba-ba, da-da-ba, it would have been enough. Ba-ba-ba, had he not ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. You know,
but there's a twist at the end?
Well, the twist at the end is he did all of it.
Oh. So, and it's still not enough.
It's just another way of kissing up to the dude. It's just another just big, it's like the Eddie Murphy doc. It's just... Dan Marr says, hey guys, Josh, what is your most Andy-ish trait? And Andy, when are you most Josh-like?
That's a good question,
I would say
Dan
my
Marsh.
most Andy-ish trait is probably the task paralysis when it comes to paperwork and those sorts of things. I would say we're very much alike in that sort of freeze up.
That's right. And mine would be that I think you're an extremely intelligent man, and that I also think I'm an extremely intelligent man. And that's how I'm similar to you. No, I would say that we both are capable of grouchiness, but I don't know if that makes us the same. I don't know. What do you think?
I think our grouchiness is way different, though.
You're saying mine's off the charts?
No, I'm not. I'm not assigning a value judgment to either of our grouchinesses. I just think they're different in their character. In their nature.
But there are so many ways that we're not the same because you are more reserved. You don't act, everything. I saw somebody out the window look at me funny. You don't, it's like you have more of a, what is it called when you have a more reasoned.
I'm an introvert and you're an extrovert is really the basic.
Thank you. We're both Jews, ostensibly.
Crimpoo1 says, was Paul Lynde married to Charles Nelson Riley?
That's disgusting.
No, in my heart they're married. They share the same space in my heart, really.
I thought that, and I think they're both with a confirmed.
But
the only thing,
as long as there's no Jews there.
Wait, was he? No, he wasn't anti-Semitic. We're making
Paul
that up.
Lynde was, yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
So he actually said, "I smell Jew," is what he actually said in that famous anecdote, where he said, "I smell pussy." Have you ever heard that one?
I have. I don't recall the whole thing.
He was Jew. I see the Jews.
Yeah.
Okay, it got me sick now. Now I hate me and Paul Lynde.
Dan Marr says, do you remember the last time you thought about leaving L.A.? And was it to go back home, or did you consider moving somewhere else? I think part of living in L.A. is constantly thinking about leaving L.A.
I think that's true. I did when I first moved out here, like an idiot, I thought I had to go back home for summer, and that was a terrible mistake. And then when I came back here, I fantasized about living in San Francisco for many years.
Yeah.
But now I'm happy to be here, and God bless it.
I like L.A., I really do, but I always have this, it's the earthquake thing. It's like it could all be fucking gone in 10 minutes, and the amount of hassle that just entered your life is immense. I mean, hopefully not suffering and hopefully not personal, human loss, but like, it just feels like there's a certain sucker bet about it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, granted, that's true everywhere with everyone, like Minnesota has tornadoes and, shit can happen anywhere. Natural disasters aren't inherent to Los Angeles. But having been through that huge quake.
Yes.
You go, all right, that's going to happen again. And I knew it was going to happen again.
When you bought your current place. Now, do you fear a tsunami?
No, I don't fear a tsunami.
And why all of a sudden are there tsunamis? And never once was a tsunami when I was a kid. Now every 5 minutes is a tsunami.
No, there's just tsunami warnings now when there's an earthquake in the ocean.
Did you get the warning a couple days ago?
No.
From South Pasadena?
No.
Everybody got it on their cell phone. This is the South Pasadena. There's people from South Pasadena with just checking the system. Don't do anything yet.
Oh, right.
You did get that.
I did not get that. I saw
lie.
I saw that it was going to happen, but for some reason my phone did not light up.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'll look into it.
I'm a dead man. But, it's also super expensive here, but that's another thing. But I do, the biggest sort of part of me goes, hey, if you got out now, that's a bullet you've dodged,
Yes.
But I don't think I would go back to Minnesota because I don't think Allison could handle the winters there. And
where would you like to go?
We've never settled that. We've never had a solid answer for that. So here we stay.
I remember when I graduated from the SUNY Binghamton that for a few years I fantasized about living like in a place like Ithaca, a college town. And of course, because people, and I would be a professor, was what I thought.
Right.
And people, Mr. Kindler, oh, yes, I'll have a word with you. I would probably jump off a cliff if I lived in a small town like that. I think.
I camped in Ithaca once with my friend Craig when we were on our teenage road trip.
Oh, that's cool. And you didn't die. Did you go to KOAs?
Swam in a waterfall.
Oh, man. And no KOAs?
We didn't do KOAs on that one, I don't think.
Thank God.
No, we were tent pitching.
Wow. Could you see yourself doing that now?
I could actually see myself doing it with Craig again. Just to relive that vibe as adults. It would be fun. I probably wouldn't do two weeks, but
right. You stay at a hotel every night, right?
Huh?
You like tenting?
Well, Craig was more outdoorsy than I.
Oh, okay.
He took the lead on these things.
That's good. You have to.
And we did stay in hotels some, and we stayed with relatives at a couple of stops like Chicago and DC, and
What year was this?
This was 1987, the same year I started.
And how old were you again?
I had just turned 16.
Your parents wanted you to get out of the house a lot.
Well, like I said, this trip was like what allowed, I think this trip was what allowed my parents later that school year to go, okay, you can take the gigs in the Dakotas because you've shown that you're responsible enough to leave the state and come home.
Oh, you were such a responsible kid.
But Craig and I had a childhood full of adventures, and a childhood full of pushing our parents' boundaries in terms of what they'd let us do together. So, where we could ride our bike or where we could take the bus or,
Sounds like Stand By Me, you kids.
We kind of were. It was innocent. John Dunbar says, I see Andy replying to these posts lately. Does he read the questions early to prepare for hilarious answers? Do you?
I think what I'm doing is showing Josh that I feel like I have to say, am I going to collaborate on this thing? I want to also show them there in person.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe it'll spur a letter if I ask something. I mean, a question, I mean.
Gotcha.
It's probably just annoying.
It's like putting $1 in an empty tip jar.
Yeah. I would say it's more like throwing your remaining pennies into a fountain.
Gotcha. Dan Wade says, hey guys, there's a new commercial that's driving me nuts. It starts with the question, do you own a dishwasher but only use it for storage? Then they spend 30 seconds teaching you how to use a dishwasher. Have you seen this nonsense?
No, I'm delighted to see this.
You know what? I've seen like the second half. Like I haven't tuned in to the whole commercial, but I've noticed that commercial where they're going, plastics and glasses go up top, dishes and things go below. So there must have been something. There must have been some researcher at Cascade who goes, "Hey, there's an untapped market of people who are
using their dishwashers as storage units."
Like my friend did that when I was a kid, but it's because their dishwasher didn't work anymore. And, and I think that's the only reason anybody does it is because fuck it doesn't work anymore.
But it is tied to a Cascade product, right?
I believe it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. The other thing I like was they say you can have a stuck on, like you can have a hamburger glued to a plate and then Gorilla glued. Yeah. No problem. Just stick it in just like that. There's no problem. Don't rinse it. Well, imagine if they listened to them.
Greg Ward, query, what is the best concert either of you have ever attended? I just spent the weekend in Tulsa with my daughter where we saw Jeff Tweedy on Sunday night and Billie Eilish on Monday. So I have concerts on my mind. My best may have been Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers in 1991.
Is this what's the best concert we've seen?
Yeah. But by the way, good job taking your daughter to Tweedy and
that's cool.
Billy. In Tulsa, mind you.
I don't know. It's hard for me. I haven't been to as many concerts as most people have, but I really enjoyed seeing John Hyatt at the Coach House. I was into John Hyatt for a few. I still love him.
Yeah.
But I was like into him in the 80s. So I saw Dylan a couple of times, but it's like the worst concert was my first concert, only because I was a young kid and loved Loggins and Messina. So I put myself down for it. They came to Binghamton and did a 45-minute set, including medleys. I've said that story before.
Wait, you were young, but it was at Binghamton? It was when you were in college?
No. Not too old to be young. Okay? I was a freshman in college.
Gotcha.
And saw them, and they would be going, Fahiva la Homewood, and she will be like you and me, as free as with those angry eyes.
They wanted to get the fuck out of there. That's what you're saying.
They wanted to get out of there, and I do think they did say at one point, "Hey, Binghamton, how's it going, Binghamton?" That is nice. Or maybe they turned around and went, "It's nice to be here at Binghamton."
Well, when I was 12, I was very happy to be at the Styx Kilroy Was Here concert.
Styx who?
Styx. Kilroy Was Here was the tour.
Oh, was the Styx tour?
It was Styx. And their tour. It was the Kilroy Was Here tour.
And what was Kilroy Was Here from?
It was their rock opera.
Oh.
With Mr. Roboto in it and all that.
Oh, my God. I cannot believe that I'm so happy to have dodged the Styx bullet.
Yeah, I did not. I took it to the forehead.
Did you like Kansas too?
No. This was a very Styx-specific kind of love. And a part of it was because of the whole Mr. Roboto thing. And they had like a film that started the thing. And then it went from the film to the stage. It was fantastic. But
Is
probably...
Domo Arigato?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. And again, 12 years old. 12th birthday.
Yeah. And again, I was a freshman in college.
I know. But if I was in Binghamton in the 70s and Loggins and Messina came, why wouldn't I go?
But in my defense, what
I'm saying is you don't need a defense.
Right. But in the concept of making me a brilliant genius who was misunderstood, as soon as Blood on the Tracks came out, I was obsessed by that album. So by my sophomore year, it was all Dylan and the Dead.
Yeah. And you're saying that gives you exemplary taste?
Yeah, I think it does.
Okay. Imagine liking Dylan and the Dead in the early 70s.
I thought Blood on the Tracks was the greatest album ever.
So does fucking everybody.
Yeah, but you did...
I was too, so, you know.
Okay, let's not, this is, I didn't know the podcast would be about destroying all of my memories.
My best concert was, despite the Styx Kilroy Was Here, it would have to be the concert for George at Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, yeah.
Which you can watch the movie of.
Just stop it. Will you stop saying that? Are you on camera there?
Yes, several times.
God damn it. I know that you were on camera.
I know. I appreciate you setting me up for it.
Is it a concert for George Harrison?
Yes.
Did he die?
Huh?
No, this is after he died, right?
It was 1 year after he died, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't think they'll do a concert for Ringo. Who's with me on this? I think they would, Andy. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
That's me doing comedy at no.
Ringo was there. Paul was there. Billy Preston was there. Clapton was there.
Clapton has really taken a nice turn.
Tom Petty, the Heartbreakers, they were there.
Yeah.
Greg Kelly says, saw North by Northwest for the umpteenth time last night, and it looks great as always, but I do have to ask James Mason, what in the hell is the plot of this film?
It's obvious, right, James?
It is obvious. It's a case of mistaken identity. You
Right.
see.
Yeah.
It's Cary Grant or Archie, as I like to call him, Archie Leach. Mistaken identity, and then they take him to my completely unbelievable, impossible house on Mount Rushmore, which is done in some sort of mid-century modern, which is also unusual for the middle of South Dakota.
Well, why is it North by Northwest then, James?
That's the direction it's all headed.
Oh, I get it. It sounds like a great movie. Is it Albert Hitchcock?
Don't denigrate the master.
Is it true that he was great with women, had a nice relationship with women?
He was fantastic with women and actors and cattle.
Tweepahara says, I'm really enjoying the show within a show, Sports Spiral. I'm learning a lot.
Is that true? You mean because we have some? It's not informative what we're doing, right?
I don't think. I think there was sarcasm baked in.
Oh my God!
Tweepahara also says, my favorite prog rock band is Yes and. They would take concert audience suggestions and create overly complex and pretentious songs in the moment.
I think that's a very good joke. Zach Galifianakis, who I used to call Josh Galifianakis, said that I should host an improv show called Yes Andy.
Yes, we've all thought of that.
Yeah. First thought there.
Zeke Fossey says, I have a great idea for a TV show. It's a gender-bending version of Rizzoli and Isles. Instead of two women cops fighting crime with a strong female boss, I was thinking two male cops and like a crusty old guy boss. Uncharted territory. Thinking Andy for the boss and Josh is their fellow detective. What do you think?
I think it's good. It sounds a little bit like Suits. There's another show that, like Rizzoli and Isles, that I don't know anything about.
All right.
Is it a law firm?
Sounds more like they're cops than law firm.
I did enjoy the show Cagney Lacey, which I'm sure Josh never watched.
Of course I did.
Oh, okay. And you thought he was nice in reruns, right?
I never watched it in reruns. I was a first run guy.
Oh!
Michael Debar guest starred on it.
Didn't he die a couple of times in the same show?
MacGyver, he died every time, yeah. Handsome Greg Kelly says, I know I'm the last generation to understand the concept, but I find the appearance of actors from The Office, basically whoring characters created by others in commercials that are equal parts incessant and limply unfunny, as well, a bummer.
So in other words, you're talking about The Paper?
No, he's
Not
talking about all the actors from The Office.
Oh, yeah. It gets,
basically
it's like
doing a loose, acting as if they're in character in these commercials.
There's no other way okay, here's the thing. I am not going to do a gambling commercial. I am not going to do an Amazon commercial. I hate both of those things, but I haven't been offered one yet. Mm-hmm. Right? But if I had been in The Office, I don't know how you can turn it down. That would be your argument. Make hay while the sun shines. Because they're not rich people.
Yeah, I don't know how any actor turns anything down, really, unless it's the Saudis,
Okay,
or something of that ilk,
Well, I'd say Bradley. What is his name? Bradley Cooper. Is that his name?
Yeah.
He looks a little stupid on that commercial with the gambling. But the only reason why you think it looks bad is like, does he need the money? Because I think you do risk looking like an idiot. There is that cost.
There is. I think it's at this point, the gambling companies have created the safety in numbers.
Yeah.
They've spread it out to so many people endorsing their apps and shit.
Not Kevin Hart, though.
No, he would never compromise.
Boy, I haven't been able to think think differently about him since he got back from Riyadh. I mean, before that, he was a principal guy who didn't just endorse any product or go to any country to do a show. He did careful research.
Right. Delicious Mix says Mossad killed Charlie Kirk. I don't know if that would have been in their interest, really.
Yeah. He doesn't really believe that.
I don't think so. I think he's just trying to stir the shit. Daisy Petunia says, with the great success of Sunday morning NFL games in far-flung European cities, do you ever think you might have more success if you traveled to, say, Copenhagen and record the show? No change in topics, term used loosely, or acknowledgement of your surroundings, just thousands of miles away.
I think we would both do better. I think there's no question that we would both do better when we're outside of our comfort zone in a country that doesn't really get us and where most of the people don't speak the language. I think that we would because of how physical we are.
Exactly. Over. We speak the international language known as
laughter.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Perush wants to know, have you been watching Nobody Wants This on Netflix? It's a Goy meets Rabbi situation. Also, would we be going back to the in-person podcast anytime soon? I miss the good old days before the vid.
I think we should go back to that, but we charge a lot of goddamn money for it. $50 a seat to see us at the Bell House. Ticket. Who wouldn't want a chance to see these two people? What's the name of the podcast?
He didn't even mean that. He didn't mean live shows. He meant just us being in the same room.
Oh, I think that might be fun again. I love that Perush is back.
Anyway, I guess that's it.
If
you'd like to encourage us,
yes,
to stay on the horse, go to buymeacoffee.com/thoughtspiral. Buy us a coffee.
The thing about that is, right now, if we had maybe people buy about 10 cups of coffee a week, we could support ourselves on this podcast. It's that close.
We're right on the edge.
Unbelievable. And thank you. I want to thank you to, what's the name of that company everybody used to hate because they dominated all of the concert things. Live Nation. I want to thank Live Nation. And iHeartRadio for being there for us. I just want to say, Josh.
Oh, Jesus.
I want you to take out all the stuff about my colonoscopy. I want you to clean it up.
And put it in the best of show.
Now I hate me and Poland.